This has already been explained in dozens of videos, hundreds, thousands of videos by this point in time by content creators, but yet this senator still doesn't get it. So this content creator does a masterful job of breaking it down once again.
I don't understand how it could disenfranchise millions of Americans, and maybe he would explain.
Hey, happy to explain. And even better, I'll do it in less than 60 seconds. That senator's talking about a bill called the SAVE Act that Trump is pushing for. Republicans call it a voter ID bill, but that's misleading. The SAVE Act isn't about showing a driver's license. If you read the bill, it's about showing a passport or a birth certificate. But the problem is, roughly 146 million American citizens don't have a valid passport, and it costs $165 to get one. And while the bill claims real IDs that indicate the applicant is a citizen would be accepted, the fact is, real IDs don't indicate citizenship. The only IDs that do are called enhanced IDs that are only offered by 5 states at extra cost. Without those, you'd need a birth certificate that matches your legal name exactly. But the reality is, 84% of married women in America took their husband's last name, meaning the SAVE Act doesn't let them use their original birth certificate. So if passed, this bill will make it harder to vote for up to 69 million women. So yeah, I think it's safe to say millions of American women won't be eligible to vote as a result. And while Republicans try to act like this bill is meant to stop non-citizens from voting, it's already illegal for non-citizens to vote in our elections. And as much as Republicans yell and scream about this, the conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation, found only 68 cases of non-citizen voting going all the way back to the 80s. But now with the SAVE Act, we can clearly see that it'll prevent millions of American citizens from voting. So you gotta ask yourself, why would Republicans want to make it harder for citizens, especially women, to vote?
I can answer that last question. It's because the citizens that the Republicans are trying to stop from voting don't typically vote the way Republicans want them to vote. See, voters vote for candidates, elected officials, based on the ideas those candidates put forth. This is what I'd like to do if elected. This is what I'd like to see enacted if I'm given the chance. And so people go, "Hey, I like that idea," or "Hey, I don't like that idea." And Republicans have really bad ideas. Bad ideas to the point where they have to limit voting in order to win elections. They have to say, we're not going to change our ideas. We're not going to appeal to the voter. No, we're just going to stop those voters from voting. We're going to ask for voter ID laws. We're going to limit the number of ways that you can vote. We're going to limit the number of polling hours. And in some cases, you've seen them limit the number of polling locations in specific areas, predominantly areas of color in urban areas, like in the inner cities and whatnot and what have you. Their ideas suck, meaning the Republicans. So this is how they win elections. They limit the number of people who would vote against them.